Shout out to all my lifers with a nice pump. Let's go. I just sold 75.5. Why not? Take some profits off the table. Show you how to pass that eval on bit funded. Maybe it goes to the moon today, but all you need is one trade, baby. Remember that. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a look at BTC. Beautiful gains for Bitcoin. We already nailed it this morning. I hit a cup and handle on the 15-minute. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Shout out to my bit-funded traders. If you want to get an account, you don't have access to 100 grand, you want that money. Bang, I just sold the top right there. We got in right there. We sold right there. And I gave you a perfect trade. I made 3 for 3 here on Bitfunded now. I haven't lost one trade on Bitfunded. So, and again, I'm more cautious on Bitfunded because I want to teach you how to pass your evals. And I made a video for my Bitfunded traders inside my Discord to piecemeal this for you so you could get exactly what you needed. That's your first trade that should get you closer to that eval or be able to get it. So shout out to everybody here. We talked about this being a cup and handle in the trading group. I was looking for the 15-minute to bounce. When I saw these huge wicks to the downside, it looks like they got anyone who was 100x. Anyone who thought they could hit this flag, heavy leverage, they went and snatched every long. So if you were in a position for a long time building, they brought that thing down and crushed you. When I saw those 2 wicks and then saw us here, I said, well, they already got everybody. I said, the odds of us winning are pretty high then, right? So I said, they already got everybody else. I said, then we're probably going to win then, right? And that's exactly what happened. Let's take a look here. You could win a Rolex on BTCC, all right? And you don't have to do anything but just trade. 3 winners, 3 iconic watches. Simply register with Lifer 333. And that's going to be absolutely amazing too. If you want to take advantage of that, it's pretty cool. That runs for 18 more days. 3 people will win a Rolex. They're going to choose 3 people. All you have to do is just trade a few times to put your user ID in the pool, baby. Let's go. Bitcoin getting a pump. And I'm long right here on BTCC. I'm long on the daily time frame. I'm looking for the daily to pump all the way to the 200 moving average. I want to see this thing Moon City. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I'll change this to the 200. But I want to see this thing float to the 200. Muck, please tell them I need this to stay on screen. I can't add my 200 every day. You know what I mean? Like WEEX, like all the other accounts, they keep it. Look, but I want to see the 200, man. I'm going to get there with 10 grand, baby. Let's go. Beautiful double bottom there for Bitcoin. All right. Some might even call it an Adam and Eve, baby. There's your Adam, there's your Eve to the upside, you know, the phallic symbol in the womb. So far, so good. Bitcoin at 75.5. This is going to be a key area. I moved my stop loss to break even already. You can see I can't lose any money. Heavy protection. Heavy protection. All right. And then I was in a WEEX trade, which I already sold for 600. So I've already given multiple trades this morning on multiple exchanges. And it looks like it's going to continue to moon. And I'm also in the monthly trade. All right. I got a monthly trade open that I've had open since the 10th of March. Okay. So we just continue to do this every single day. No problems. No questions asked. We just keep pushing. This trade's up a G and and we want to get all the way to 118,000. Stop loss below the wick. Soon I can move my stop loss to break even once this candle closes above support or resistance. And we continue to moon, baby. So I'm excited. You should be excited. This is the day where anything is possible. 75.5 for Bitcoin. Nice little pump with this cup and handle to the upside. So are we going to continue to go? It looks like we may. Let's do our top-down analysis for Bitcoin. You already see what I was planning and what I was doing. Looked like cat ears. Got a bunch of people to short. They went and liquidated anyone that took this double top out the way. How did I know not to do it? I can't explain it, but my brain sees things in a pretty strange way. Shout out to Sean. God bless you. Thank you for that check, Sean. Appreciate that every time, brother. So look, if you're in my Discord paying $3 a day, which is insane, less than that if you jump on in to the Thanksgiving deal and all that, the Cyber Monday. But look, I mean, I'm telling you, look, that's a cup and handle to the upside. You're like, no, you said it after defect. No. I said, look, I see a cup and handle in the 15-minute. And if you know me, I'm famous. I'm called Sammy Cup and Handy around the world because, man, I see that cup and handle. Oh, this is supposed to match the tie. Sorry. Tie's a little lighter there. There we go. Now we're going. I had that backwards. Gray on gray, baby. I felt gray today. I can't explain it. I felt like being a gray man. You know what a gray man is? It's like you're in public, but no one can see you. become a gray man. We have a big deal today. I like to see it. It's WEEX, man, and they're hooking us up. You can register for this event. I did. I hit the button. I registered. And you deposit and trade. New users only. Okay, so you have to be a new user. Make a net deposit of over $100. Hold for 3 days. And trade over $1,000 in USDT futures, which is just 10 trades at $100 in volume, right? I mean, or even if you use 10x leverage and make one trade, that's going to be 1,000 USD in futures. You'll get a 3,000 USDT position airdrop. They'll give you a position. It'll be open, or, you know, you'll have a position already there that you can use. So it's pretty cool, man. Really nice thing to give back to the people. So deposit and trade to win on WEEX. Okay, deposit and trade to win on WEEX. I think we have to put this code in the description, Jamie. I don't know if we added this to the actual, yeah, I don't know if we added this one. And hold on, let me get that link to the trading group. I still haven't gotten the link out to the group yet. So sorry. So sorry. But shout out to anyone making gains with the lifer. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for being a part of something amazing. I really, really appreciate it. You people are awesome, man. And I'm excited to be here every single day without a day off, baby, because why would I stop living my dreams? You guys made it a dream to come true to be here. I'm going to keep pushing every single day. 75,520 for Bitcoin. We tapped the 6. The least can happen. I made over, $1,000 today. If they come get me on that stop, I'm still good to go. Let me pop up the chat. I see so many beautiful names, and I can see the faces of the names. Shout out to Rambo. Shout out to Maniacs Dude. Shout out to Iondi369. Man, it automatically uses the code. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is a position airdrop? It's an already open position. You could, like, basically they don't give you the money, but they give you the position. So you can click a position and it's going to give you that position, 3,000 USD worth of it. So it's already going to like open a position for you on futures that you can then manage on top of it. Yeah, kind of confusing. I could see that. Like, woulda, right? And shout out to everyone. If you want to jump on in, trade where I've been trading and see the exchanges that I use, you can use any of these links, WEEX. Okay? And if you're in MEXC, please just, not available in the United States, so don't open an account there unless you get yourself a Palau ID. All right? Don't go on MEXC unless you KYC all the way. All right? I'm just telling you, because you don't want to get you don't want to play games. So use WEEX. WEEX has no issues. All right? WEEX is easy peasy, no problem. So remember, jump on in. All right, so look at BTC. I like what's happening here for Bitcoin. I did not open a short. I want to make that very clear. I don't know why that short's even there, because I never opened a short, even talked about it. But here's the deal. I mean, I was saying some people did short that, right? And they got liquidated. So are we going to continue to the upside? It looks like we very well may, but there is a little bit of bear div here, isn't there? This kind of tends to swing a little bit down while this swings up. That could be, we might be getting a fake out breakout here. You never know, folks. We can't be overly bullish. We have to take this one step, one day, one moment at a time here. But, man, I'm liking 572 after I already took in some gains. Already took over $1,000 in gains, and I got more coming this way. 3,000 yesterday, over 3,000 yesterday, 2,000 today. Just, you make a couple $1,000s a day. I mean, it's going to turn into 50, 60 grand a month, man. So you can either sit on a trade for like weeks at a time and make 50 grand, or you could take it every day and make 50 grand. It just depends. I like to take it piece by piece, then sit in it. You know what I mean? But it depends. I'm not as good. That's why I'm starting that monthly trade. I got to learn how to hold them longer. We have a weakness. You work on your weaknesses. So that was my weakness. I opened up a monthly trade so I could feel what it was like to hold the trade for a long period of time. You understand? Makes sense, right? This thing is plowing away on the daily. I expect this daily to close above this resistance. I believe a stop loss below these two candles will likely not get hit, or even right there on that wick. So I'm just hiding out right here and seeing if I can hold this puppy for more. All right. And yeah, excited, man, excited. And that's a $5,000 trade with 10x, 11x leverage, about a $55,000 trade, almost 60 grand. 75,600 for Bitcoin, still doing damage cheese out here. Let's take a look at the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Getting a little far away, but you know what? Now look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute suggests that you're going to break out parabolically, folks. This could be a parabola. Yeah, I mean, this is how things go parabolic. The measured move is 76,862. We kept talking about these levels. Maybe it shoots up, and sometimes it shoots up and then it just comes down harsh. You got to be careful chasing the smaller time frames now. A lot of people didn't get the pump. They didn't square away their cup and handle. They didn't take it beforehand. You got to have a plan and trade the plan before it happens. A lot of people did not do that. You have to understand. So now they're going to chase. Their emotions are high. They're seeing price pumping. They don't have a plan. All right? Because they don't have a plan, they're probably going to do an emotional move by jumping in. See, I'll jump in here, but I'll at least have a stop loss and I'll have some idea of what I'm doing, right? And it's pretty risky to jump in now after that pump, right? I'm happy with my daily and my monthly trades now. I feel like I should be easy on the scalping here on the smaller time frames. A lot of people are going to jump in super late right now and get rocked. I just know it. This is when the liquidations occur. They jump in late on the long. Just want to take a look at my stochastics RSI. Pointing up, but pointing up with momentum. I like it. Bear div, if this folds down, that folds up. But, let's see if we can push through. So there's your 1-minute chart. There's your target, 76,862. That would be our next big level where we're likely to take have to kind of calm down a little bit there. So here's the deal. Say you made $2,000 that day. Then you can always go, I could go 300, 200 for 900, right? If I lose, I'm only down 1,800. If I win another $1,000, right? So I'll take the trade there because extra light, 2 for 9. Turn into a $3,000 day, right? And then the BTCC trade will go up too and everything. So let's see. I'll take a shot. Never over risk. There's no reason. If I lose, it's just going to be a small loss on the P&L. It's not going to be a big fat loss. I'm not going to go lose 10,000. I don't have cross leverage open with 150 grand in here. So on my liquidation, you could do that right now. You could pump 150 grand in. Take smaller trades of 10 to 12,000. Your liquidation would be low. I just don't do it, man. I don't know. I don't have that greed. I don't have the need to make it like that. I know my trades will just get bigger and bigger as my portfolio gets bigger. Once I'm worth 30 mil, then I'll trade bigger. Right now, I'm not worth 30 mil. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, though. And this could easily lose. There's some bear div. Oh, look at the stochastics got high on me. I'm going to bounce. Look, I'm going to take a very small L. Look, it should have kept breaking out. Could bounce off the 21, but I'll take a nice tiny little loss. Tiny loss, see? Keep the losses small, folks. Keep the losses small. So small. So small. We're going to take a look at the PPI. Look, I chased. It didn't work out. I backed out. So look, you can see how I keep the losses small. Look at my last few trades here on WEEX. I mean, 90% of people can't do this. I won 16. I won 440. I won 675. That's 1,000. That's over 1,000. That's 1,100, right? 11. Then I won 2,000. That's 3,000. Then I lost 200. Then I won 600. It's like $3,600, right? In a day. Like this is since 413. Like this is just a day. I'm making $4,000 a day. You can do this, folks. A lot of people's mortgages are $6-7 a month. Imagine if you made your mortgage in a day. That's what I do. All right. It's pretty awesome. Look, and then that $84 loss. I mean, I keep the losses small. You see? Now, what if it starts to rip back up again and I miss out? So what? Everyone is so worried about the trade after they're in and out. They're so concerned about what coulda, woulda, shoulda instead of what's in front of them. Just trade what you got. Do what's in front of you. Make it happen that way. Look, I'm also open-minded. Like, the thing about me is I'm so open-minded, I could get back in here when most people give up. We're just going to work it. You can do this too. It's not about me. It's about you. I'm just showing you through my skeleton. You're just watching me do this. It didn't lose the 21, actually, so there's a chance this thing still actually moons. There's a chance it still moons. Yeah, there's a chance this thing go. You got to feel like there's this want for Bitcoin right now. And I could go again, and then if I lose 2, I'm down 160. Not a big deal, right? There's some bear div, but man, something's brewing here with Bitcoin. Maybe I'm going to jump back in. Let's see. 76,962. And a lot of people are going to judge me. They have no idea. It doesn't matter. Remember, don't care what people think about you. If I cared what people thought about me, I never would have made it this far. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. That's a breakout technically, right? That's a nice little breakout. Looks like it's going to moon. But remember, that's why I have other trades open. So I don't have to stress, Wow, that thing is mooning. And that daily looks good. We're going to close the gap to the 200 moving average. And all we have to do is close above this candle. Remember, I kept telling you the daily just has to close above that. Once we close above that, we did it. You know, it did it here too, though, and we got a fake out. I'll take it one step at a time. But, man, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom. You can take this measured move. It's the wick to wick here. And then you put it at the at this neck point. And you can see it's going up to about $85,000, $86,000 BTC. Bitcoin just shot out beautifully out of the rising wedge. I should have just kind of stayed, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to lose, friends. It's okay to lose. Just lose properly. Lose the right way. All right. Shout out to all my traders out here, anyone from all different walks of life, and shout out to anyone that trades all different styles and differences. I hope I could bring you to mine, teach you how I trade, and kind of make you see the light. I will convince you that the 200 moving average is the best way to trade. If that's the last thing I do. So I could see a Moon City here for this level. I mean, it's looking interesting. It's almost like it broke out. It's retesting the top trend line right now. It might be a perfect retest. See, it broke out, retested, and then it's gone. I'm just always weary, chasing the top of a pump, especially after I've made gains. No reason to turn today into a red day. I always tell myself, why, you can check the list off as a win today. Why go against the grain? So, looks like a retest that wants to plow up, though. Still have that, that weird burn feeling around my body. It's giving me like cool sensations, but then making me feel hot. I got some type of burn yesterday, and it's really been bugging me out. It's unlike any other summer I ever got. I don't remember it feeling like this, but the Artemis burn. Interesting. So, there's some bear div there. Was a beautiful move. I mean, 74,000 all the way up to 75.8, almost a $2,000 move for Bitcoin. The daily looks good, like we could continue. The 21's a little far for the 15. We might plow ahead eventually, but we're going to have to come back and marry the 21 moving average. See there, the white line, baby, the white line. Let's go back in time here and take a look at the monthly, or go forward in time. But let's take a look at this monthly chart. So the monthly is plowing ahead. And now it's back above, it's above resistance, which is so beautiful. We can hold above this level, which was 70. There's 777s in this actually on the wick. The high is 73 777s, which is crazy, right? And then the candle closed at 71,286. So as long as we close a candle above 71,000 on the monthly, 72K, I mean, and we could throw 74,000 in there for good measure, we're good to go. We talked about this tweezer bottom. I said I love trading tweezer bottom. I got into the long in this candle. When this candle was ripping, I got into the long right there with a stop below this wick on the monthly. I'm still in the trade. I wanted my profit's 118. I get to 118,000. That's going to be a pretty penny there. So, one thing I wanted to show you is every single time the monthly has breached a trend line, every single time. Look, there's your top trend line. You were above it. Here's your top trend line. You were above it. You can say there was a little trend there you got above. But every single time the monthly, I think I said the weekly, the monthly got above these trend lines, we were gone. And yes, we'll wait for this to close for consolidation and confirmation, but man, it's looking pretty dang good that April's going to be a beautiful, beautiful month. Shout out to April for delivering so far. It's been a beautiful month, a fat green month, the greenest month we've had since September 1st, man. It's been since September. I mean, we had a little one there, but since we had a real candle, it's been a long time. So shout out to everyone that kicks it with me. This is awesome. I'm excited. Are you staying positive? Do you wake up every morning and say thank you for every single thing that I've been given in this life? Whether you believe in God or not, gratitude is the answer. To me, it's who do you say thank you to? I say thank you to God, man, the creator of this universe. And I love, religion is one thing, but relationship is something else. You know what I mean? I'm not really part of organized religion. I'm part of my spiritual connection to God, man. I believe that, reading the Bible is great. It teaches you so much. There's a feeling when you read the Bible. It's a great book. It's a good story, and there's so much to learn from it too. And so many cool people, like people that you would like. Daniel was my dude, man. I would have kicked it with Daniel all the time. I was like, yo, Danny, when we go into the pool hall, play some pool, bro. But so look, I mean, the 2-week chart is now breaching the falling wedge too as well. I like what I'm seeing here. So, and now it's above the resistance. Remember, I kept telling you there was no reason to be bearish until the 2-week closed the candle below that level because it resistance, and we hung above it for a while. So I say thanks to whatever or whatever. Usually the sun. Interesting. Sam, win or lose, pump or dump, having a lot of fun. Shout out to you from the welding shop. Out loud, let's go, lifers. Gratitudes and blessing, man. Love the vibes. I can't say enough, Sam. Thank you. You're genuinely amazing. You too, man. Your energy is amazing. I see what you do for Underground Crypto too. You're always there for him, man. Hooking him up with energy. You give a lot of energy, man. Day and night. You're in the mornings. You're in at nights, bro. You get a lot of energy. You must be, I don't know if you're an Aries like me, but you sound like you got a lot of energy. I'd even take my L-theanine today. You know what I mean? And shout out to the lemon water, man. Been too long, right? Let's get the lemon into the water. You want to put some salt in this water too? Super important, man. I don't really drink water without salt in it anymore. Very rare I have just water because water will dilute you. You have minerals. If you just drink water all day, you'll actually dilute yourself. You'll deplete yourself. You got to replenish what you're pushing out, right? Get some salt for that electrolyte. Okay, so here we go. Our next big resistance we're coming to is 82,000 on the 2-week chart. And it looks like we may be headed there anytime soon. The daily really just wants to plow ahead, man. The weekly in a beautiful double bottom. I talked about it many times. Since it was right there, we said it's a possible double bottom. Because I trade patterns, I can see the patterns before most people even know they exist. And by the time they're starting to form, we already traded them. You know, we're ahead of the game. And that tells you you're going right to the target at 87.5. That's the measured move of this double bottom. And there's a beautiful gap in the VRVP. You're about to take out this wick on the weekly. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let me take a look at my trade here. Up 638 on the trade. I'm at break even. Just want to see this daily candle not close right and give it all back. I want to see it close mightily strong. But right there, we just hit 876,000 almost, right? We hit 76K and we got a bit of a pullback there for Bitcoin. I don't want to stress the small time frames too much here. Wow, look at that thing, man. We figured it out. It looks like insanity, but I was able to figure that out. Some days I just see it clear. No matter how they manipulate the market, I see it so perfectly clear. It's so crazy. Blessings on blessings to everybody out here. Thank you for jumping into the Discord. I work tirelessly in there. I'm up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, constantly grinding. I never stop, man. Yeah. So look, there's a bit of a double bottom too as well. All right. Try that Celtic sea salt, best salt out there. I heard that it had bad stuff in it. Yeah, like I watched some dude and he told me there's heavy metals in Celtic sea salt. He said it looks like a good company, and I don't want to slander them. I don't know, so who knows? But yeah, so just be careful. My buddy gave me the good salt. I'll tell you which one it is. It made me really sad because I use this. Yeah. Look at it right here. Look. I got to tell you, man. Celtic sea salt class action alleges products contain heavy metals. March 10th. So sad. A new action lawsuit. Celtic Ocean International. Celtic sea salt products are contaminated with lead and arsenic, dude. Be careful, man. See what you be very careful. And again, I don't want to say that for sure. I'm open-minded and I don't know for sure. But, I mean, that's topclassactions.com helping right consumers' wrongs. I mean, that's, it contains lead, arsenic, levels above California's Proposition 65 limits. Class action alleges. Yeah. 460 parts per billion of lead and 140 parts per billion of arsenic. And they make it look so good, bro. Yeah, just be careful. Sorry, I had to tell you the truth. I don't want to hurt your feelings. So here we go, man. The 3-day chart today just said I'm going for it. And if that closes, that's going to be a bullish engulfing candle on the 3-day. We told you that the Bitcoin was in a cup and handle on the daily. I went over it many times. I talked about it. I am Sammy Cup and Handy. And I don't know anyone else that really saw it like this because I'm a weirdo. But, it is what it is. I'm a strange fella when it comes to the chats. I don't do it the other ways. So, look, I mean, there's a resistance. I guess everyone has their own little style, but a lot of people are somewhat coupled. People look at me like a traditional TA guy, but it's really far beyond that. So, there's your cup and handle. There's the blast off. The daily getting above the 80-day moving average, and then just well above the POC. And I kept telling you, we just need to close a daily candle above this top at 75,174. Once we do that, we can have our way with this market here. We're a little far from the 21, which the last time we did that, we came crashing down. If this candle closes and then tonight right next to it is a red one, I will have caution there for Bitcoin. You know, I almost wanted to see this consolidate. This would have been better off had we sat here and went sideways, not broken the high, and then made a massive pump. Would have been official. We didn't do that. I would have liked that a little more. Right now, instead, we kind of preemptively bounced pretty strong to the upside here for Bitcoin. But there's your cup and handle. There's the move. That got me excited. The measure move takes you to the... See, what happens is as price pumps up, the 200 slips down, and eventually they'll meet. And it looks like they're going to meet right there at about $81,000, $82,000 BTC. I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. How did I call this pump then? I don't know. I just did. I just do what I do, man. And, you know, you don't have to be right. You just have to know how to make money on the trade. Look, you can see the double bottom in there, too. And I kept saying cautionary tales that we could be making a right shoulder there, right? It didn't look perfect, but then, you know, I was able to see the move yesterday and then today. Look at this. That's a double bottom sitting right there, too. That's likely wants to break further to the upside. So everything kind of looking pretty cool for Bitcoin so far. I'm excited. I like it. Let's go down to the 12-hour, the 22. They reset beautifully with barely... When the stochastics went from dotted line to dotted line and we only got this little movement with a higher low, and with the second that tweezer top off the 21 came, I knew there was a chance, baby. I knew there was a chance. And now, look, draw this up. Draw this flat. You got yourself an ascending triangle right there. You see it? Clear as Doris Day, man. And that thing could pump to the upside here to a measured move of 89,000 to 90, almost 90K. And there's another big high volume node there. And look, we moved really fast. There's not a lot of resistance up here, folks. We moved really fast through that area, right? He says, top by today or tomorrow, don't fall for it. Anything is possible. We don't have to fall for it. I take profits and move my stop loss. So what you're saying is irrelevant. You get it? Yeah. I don't go all in with no stop loss thinking I caught the top, caught the pump. I don't do that. So very important. So yeah, so it hit 76,000 coming back down. That's okay. We were far on the 21. To me, it's about this daily candle. Now, we already took good profits today. I made my quota. I'm excited. Now I'm at break even. And I see no reason to sell this in case it closes strong and we get another big pump tomorrow. Otherwise, I take a shot on there is some bear div there now on the 5-minute time frame. Bearish divergence confirmed. So now you need to flag above support and resistance. So you need to see this flag out. Hold the 21 up and not break this line right here at about $75,000. We're going to break that down from the bigger time frame, but okay, dokie. Did I post a link to the group of the? I did not. I did not post the link to this live stream. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So let me send that over to you guys. And there we were, man. What's the difference between a fairy tale and a sea tale? And there we were. Anyway, some people get it, some people don't. I think you have to be kind of a seaman to get in there. It wasn't. That's you. You're thinking wrong. You have your head in the gutter. Don't get your head. I was just talking about men who are seaworthy. Okay? That's it. Hey, calm down over here. So, let's get rid of this sauce for now. It's too much for me at the present time. So let's break down what's happening here. The daily closes above previous high. Is it just a spike that comes right down? Do we double top here? In a bit of a way. It could make a nasty... So let's look at our worst case scenario here, folks. We make a nasty M pattern, and we got to short this puppy down. Sorry, I skipped to Malu there. And that would take you down to back to, $60,000 or more, and even take out this low. What if all this is shenanigans just to build up more stop hunts so we can flush all the way down to that wick at 59,000? It could happen. Come on down to the previous range, VAH at 71K for a nice little scalpelino. Hey. So let me get rid of this now. So you know that it's a possible double bottom on the weekly. You know that we busted out of the falling wedge on the daily. And then this is kind of where we're at. Let's delete that. Let's bring this up a little bit over here. So this is where we stand, and we're a little far from the 21-day moving average. We could easily come down, hit this, get tight. It could take 3 or 4 days, and then a massive breakout to the upside. I saw this as kind of a shoulder, a head or right shoulder. Seemed like we could take off. So I say we either take off or we come down and get tight. Once we get tight, we could come back down here and test the lows. It's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure, but it is possible. Shout out to the 1,200 beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. It's crazy. New people here every day. But like YouTube always limits me to exactly. I'm so grateful. I love it. I'm one of the biggest live streams in all of crypto. Thank you so much. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Sue. Hey, that's my man. No, but seriously, I appreciate everyone for being here. You people are amazing. And I was going to be grateful for the select few of this world that are here. I mean, we're the 0.00000000000000001%. Billions of people. We know how to pull money out of the charts sitting in our pajamas. Okay? Everyone else has to put pants on and go to work. But the lifers, we can sit at home and make it happen with our knowledge, with our brain skills, right? That's kind of that's what you get when you become a full-time trader. But it takes everyday discipline, because you can ruin the ride of a full-time trader in just a few undisciplined moments, man. You can go a little too, I see 200 grand now. I'm going to risk everything for it. And it doesn't pan out, right? 12-hour looks a little spent too. The stochastics are okay, but not amazing. The 8-hour looks all right. Pretty close to the 21, says there could be some more room. And then here we are on the 4-hour, which spiked up, but it just, it's a little overbought. Looks like we may get rejected here and come back down to the bottom of the channel. Huge pump today. Huge pump the last, 16 hours there. But maybe we get a bigger pullback. Interesting. That 600 turned into 450. They bounced it back a little bit there. Back to 459. So I could have taken good day trade profits at almost $1,000, or see if I can make this go longer on a daily trade. A lot of people wait for the bigger trade, never take the daily gains. I learned over time I should just keep taking the daily gains. They'll probably pan out better. So I like to take what's in front of me. But I already did that, which gives me the ability to hold that trade just a little bit longer. So that's what I love about having a multiple trades open. You can sell one, and then it doesn't stress the fact that you don't have you got the other one ready. You know what I mean? It kind of puts you in position. Everyone, we're getting very close. I believe it's now today is the 14th of April, right? In just 13 days, man. From the 27th to the 30th, or 27th, 28th, and 29th. 27th, 28th, 29th. And really, the days are the 28th and 29th. 27th is the industry day where they get everything ready and get it set up. The 28th and the 29th are the big days where everyone comes and hangs. Okay? So check it out, man. This is it, folks. This is it. Jump on in today. Dang, dude, screaming short at the top was right. You're okay, man. Don't worry. Screaming short at the top. Possibly. Look at RAVE, man. I feel like this thing has to come back down to the 618 fib. You never know what the volatility this thing's been doing, and every time you think it's going to dump, it looks like it could pump again. This thing is crazy. It either has a die-hard use case that people just don't want to give up. But remember, it's been pumping, man. I've seen people in my group all over it. They're more risky than me, I'll tell you that. I'm screaming at top. It's the top. I love it, man. I love it. The 1 hour's key, stochastic 6-7K crossed up through the D of the H. Is a fresh bullish signal with a lot of runway left. No overbought at all on the 1 hour time frame. Shout out to Skinny Lock. When you say watch for the price to touch the 21 above the 200, what exactly should I look for? What I just told you. Price to touch the 21 above the 200. It's like you told me to take a right at this next stop sign. What happens when I get to the next stop sign? Take a right. Guy just answered his own question. I love you, Crypto Sasquatch. Were you in the movie Harry and the Hendersons? Was that you? Was this you, man? I just want to know. First time I saw a Sasquatch. But was this you, bro? And remember, they made this movie for a reason, man, because Sasquatch is real. I believe the Sasquatch is real, man. I watched some cool documentaries where people have, one guy actually created fur samples, and they didn't match any animal in the area. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I spent a couple years on Sasquatch. Up in those mountains of Seattle and Washington, they tend to be kind of... And the Earth is huge. Remember, man, 70% of the Earth is water. We only found like 10% of it. So there's so much below the surface of the Earth, man. There's even a hollow Earth. You ever heard of hollow Earth? Earth has hollow caverns underneath, man. You can go down, 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 baby. Anyway, that's a story for another time. Not today. All right, we won't get carried away here. Shout out to my mom and dad. God bless you, Jimmy and Irene. My parents are amazing. They both passed away 3 years ago. My dad is coming up May 1st. He passed away in 2023. My mom 7 months later. And I guess people that love each other don't hang on this earth too long without each other, man. They tend to pass together. They're very young. My mom 73. My mom was about to turn 74. And my dad was 76 when he passed. My daughter shares the same birthday as my father, which I find amazing. My first kid was born on the same day as my dad. Gives me goosebumps because, like, of the three, it's 1 in 365, right? Or 364 on a leap year. So yeah, I'm just going to hang out on this. I'm going to go for a bigger gain and not be greedy here. And I could even get stopped out of break even. It may happen. That looks like bear div right there. And again, if you look at this, we might be making a shoulder, head, right shoulder. And this may take a dump ski. Okay, so just, one step at a time. I'm going to break that down in a second. We're not there yet. We're just not there yet, but I'm going to be there soon. So the 4 hour to me hit the top of the channel. I mean, that's where, and again, because the market hasn't been amazing, a lot of people are going to take profits there. I did too. I used to let things run. Now I'm only letting one. I used to let all the trades run. I sold bid funded. I sold the WEEX trade. I tried to attack the WEEX trade at the top there. It didn't work. See, good thing I didn't go again. And I only lost $88 attempting to try to catch that top again. And it was a pretty nice bearish div there. That's a bearish div. Nice short there if anyone jumped on in. When I make money long, I don't have this angst to jump right into a short. It's just not like, you know what I mean? Again, as long as the 5 minutes stays, anyway, let's slow it down and get back to where we're at. So to me, it's likely one of two things. You get a breakout, you get the retest, you get back into the long. I wouldn't chase the initial pump unless I was already in it. And then if this gets rejected, it comes back down here to the bottom of the channel. Now look at this shoulder, head, could be a right shoulder there, and that shoulder could even be the bearish retest of this level. I'm open-minded, folks. I can see 1,000 different channels. I'm going to give you all the different ideas, and then you can take it from there. So kind of looks like we're going to come back to the 21-day moving average in the 4 hour time frame now. Your bullish scenario is that somehow you can stay above this resistance at 73.6, make a flag, and then break on out of here. And the 21 will come up to price action. Remember, price action is up and down, dump, then rip, then consolidation. It consolidates, then it rips. Consolidates, then it rips. Consolidates, then it dips. Most of the time, price action is waiting for the moment. Then you execute, and you go to hit that, you go to hit that trade. All right. Dude, Harry and the Hendersons, one of the first movies I ever watched, man. Great movie, right? Unbelievable movie. And it showed you, man, that he cares. Right? He cares. And funny, Star Wars, Wookiee, Chewbacca, he looks just like Harry, man. You know what I mean? Little longer hair like a shaggy doll, but about the same. All right. I want to say shout out to Jamie, man. Jamie got me a tartan tie for, I believe it was for my birthday last year, or maybe for Christmas. I think it was for Christmas this year. But he gave me this tartan tie, man. And I wanted to teach you guys how to tie a tie later on in the show. Who here doesn't know how to tie a tie or wants to know how I do it? Because everyone has maybe a little bit of a flair. And there's 2 ways I do it, depending on the tie. If it's a thicker tie, skinnier tie. Anyway, but shout out to Jamie, man. He got this, what a nice guy. Lacheron, woven in Scotland too. Like, this is high end, man. You can't even get this unless you go to Scotland and get the real deal, man. So blessings on blessings. Funny that accentuated the back and then brought out when the different focuses there. Anyway, thank you so much, Jamie. Very thoughtful gift, bro. What do you get a guy that has it all? Like the lifer, right? You get him something he doesn't even know he needs. A tartan tie, man. That has connections to his Welsh brotherhood, What a good guy. God bless you, Jamie. May the skies open up for you. May all your ideas always pan out. And may me and you continue to win, man, every single day. God bless you. So I felt like this was some bear div on the one hour time frame. The RSI is very high. We were low on the RSI on the 1 hour. We got a huge pump. I called this right here. Remember yesterday? I was in there. We did great yesterday. Shout out to anyone that we bought here. We sold there. We bought there. We sold there. Another little move to the upside. We sold there. Then I got into this. Then we hit this. And then we got in here. And then we sold there. I mean, I have picked this apart, man. It's been pretty nice. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'm always giving information out here for free too. This is a great video that I made last night. Just wanted to teach you guys about gold, Bitcoin, and what's happening in these markets. Had a fun time making that. And so look, this is what I want you to see is, so like we got in here when I actually got in right there, came up, but my stop loss was below there. And I added to the trade there. And then when he pumped, we were too far from the 21 on like the 15. And you could tell we were extended, so I sold. Then we consolidated again. When I saw the consolidation, I bought in again. This one ripped in a half an hour. I made $2,000. Imagine making $2,000 in a half an hour, and then I sold right there. Bang. And this is kind of where and then we watched it all night go sideways, and then I got in at the perfect cup and handle this morning. You can't beat it, man. I'm very good at piecemealing these trades and being able to show you what's happening. The Bolsheviks are trending right now all over the internet. I don't want to touch it, but they are trending. A lot is coming to light. This is the age of Aquarius. A lot of things that people didn't know are going to be coming to light. I want you to understand that. All right? Things that people believe for 100 years are going to become, people are going to realize they aren't true. And I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to handle it. If you're open-minded like me and ready for the new, you're going to be able to nail it. And you're going to be able to move right into the next progression. But if you're stuck on ideas and you can't transition, it's going to crush your mind a little bit. I'm just giving you a premonition. A lot is going to come to light. And I'm so happy, no offense, that Eric Swalwell is out, man. What a horrible, not a good dude, man. Not someone that, even if you were a Dem, not someone you want to see in California. That's horrible. You want a man running your state that has a good marriage. No offense, Mike Pence, as weird as he was, he didn't even hang out with another woman because he knew. He knew. And I'm not saying I love Mike Pence. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? He at least got himself out of the nonsense. If you're going to be someone like that where kids look up to you, parents know you, come on, man. Then you're going to go behind the scenes and be a weirdo? Anyway, thou shalt not judge, right? It is what it is. Everyone has their own issues. But, man, I'm happy he's gone. And I won't talk about it again, but that dude was a weirdo, man. He was also with a Chinese spy. So, look, you know what I mean? He got cooked by Shkreli, man. It was over. I knew it was over for him 2 nights ago. It was a wrap. And now a bunch of women, too, no jokes aside, a bunch of women are saying that he did some... Anyway, who knows? Let the courts decide, I guess. But, So, yeah, I mean, that's a bear div. The only thing is a lot of people are going to short that. And if there's, that could create just more diversion here. We are low on the stochastics RSI. I felt like we were in this channel. We went from the bottom to the top, and now we could come back to the bottom of the channel yet again. So I think we rightfully sold those other trades. And there's a chance that this trade doesn't pan out so well. What's up, 800? Should I just take it? You never know, man. You never know. It is getting pretty close to the stop. And if we start a dump, and this could turn into a red candle and then turn into a tweezer top. Usually unlikely when you break the wick. Usually it would say we would close somewhere in here we would range for the rest of the day. We would close somewhere in here and then we would make another red candle. But again, need I digress? That's how I've seen it before. Doesn't mean it's going to happen like that every single time. Okay, I'll reload it. I always have to do that. It just stuck in my mind. So resistance. On the local time frame, there's a chance. So what's the chance here? The chance is on the local time frame, you can stay above it. So I think it's likely we're going to pull back. But the charts are going to tell us. I don't know what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. So I don't know what's going to happen. I just trade the charts and see where it goes, And I give you as much information as I can and guide you along the way. And if it helps you, thank you so much. If it doesn't and you hate on me, may God bless you anyway, right? There's nothing I can do if you're full of hate and you don't want to love nobody. There's nothing I can do. But you know what? We have a lot of beautiful lifers in here. Look at a lot of people got liquidated this morning and didn't know how to trade it. I traded it beautifully. We got in right here. We got out right there. We got at the beginning of the move. I don't know how we do it. A lot, because I use the 21. When you're near the 21, you get in. When the Stokes are low. I talk about this every day. Look at even the RSI was in a perfect spot right there. And then when the RSI gets above the dotted line, when the stochastics, look, the stochastics RSI right here, my indicator that I love to use, that almost I've never seen, not many people use it. They label it something else and resell you momentum waves, or not momentum waves, but they sell you something different, right? So look, relative strength index, stochastics RSI with divergences right here by neobutane. You click on that and it's going to give you divergences. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. You can see the divergence there, right? You can even see the volume falling. Volume was falling while price was rising, telling you that we were probably going to lose some steam here. And so there you have it. All right, perfect place to scalp. You know my man probably grabbed it. People grab that, man. So now we're resetting. And so you could see how the 5 minute broke down, right? 1 minute, shoulder, shoulder. 1 minute, honestly, it looks like we could short this head and shoulder pattern. Kind of makes me want to short that. Let's take a look at the 1 minute right now. I mean, it looks like a head and shoulder, a slanted head and shoulder. You got a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. That likely want to break further to the downside here and really start that move somewhere down to about 74,200. Do I short it? I don't know. Looks likely. Let me just look at it for a second. To me, it's just not enough of a risk-reward ratio. I'd have to get way further down, somewhere to 73.5. Which I'm not saying it can't happen, but it just doesn't look,
I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away.
I did it, baby. I did it. This is the instrumental version, which is better, So, that is a head and shoulder pattern that could take a dump, but we might get held by the 200. So right off the bat, you can see why I got out of the trade. It looked like they were going to do some type of fake out there. And I decided, you know what, maybe it isn't going to be the move. And again, remember, even though I went over the charts, it looks like there could be a 90% chance we double bottom. We basically bottom because it's the fear and greed index that's got me. Every time I've seen it at a 5, it's been the bottom. I've never seen it not call a bottom at 5. We've been down here for so long in extreme fear. This is the longest I've ever seen us in extreme fear. It tells me that if it's not the bottom, I don't know, but I can only compare it to my last, I've been in Bitcoin since 2000, or in crypto since 2016. This is my 10th year in cryptocurrency, folks. Started trading little altcoins 2016, took it more seriously, joined a trading group, started buying Bitcoin 2017. Shout out to my man, Chris, man. I miss you, Chris. My mentor has since passed away. Dude, in the same year and a half period, I lost my mom, my dad, and my mentor. The guy that taught me a lot about basically I felt like he taught me the indicators. Me and him traded slightly different. He swung trade spot a lot. I would 100x coins and do something, you know what I mean? The thing is, we might make a flag here and continue to pump, but it just might take some time. You see? So I don't know. I wouldn't just jump into the short so fast just yet. You never know, because that's a nice supportive resistance area here. We get this nice and tight, and then we break out to 77,850. It's possible, folks. Wait a few minutes and Bitcoin will reach 74.2. How do you choose your stop loss for a head and shoulder that is slanted? Exactly like a slanted head and shoulder. It's very simple. You're asking simple questions, my man. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, slanted, right? There's supportive resistance too as well. So say you see it slanted like this, and it's real sloppy slanted. You still just make the right shoulder. You can draw a straight line on a slanted edge. You just trade it the same way. What I like to do is turn this into a descender. Get in here, stop loss above, and let that descender dump. You'll see that a lot too. The slanted head and shoulders, you could turn into descending triangles. Yes, I'd be careful shorting this, folks. It's never that easy. in these types of positions. Remember, the daily is hot right now. It's breaking above key areas. You got to remember that. Whenever you're looking at the smaller time frames, you got to remember that the daily is hot right now. I'm looking for this to consolidate. Tuesday's my favorite night to trade. This has been happening. We get the pump during the stream. We consolidate, and then I'm able to get in tonight at and then I hold shift, go sideways, and then if I don't, I still have the monthly and the daily trade open, you see? So I don't have to feel that angst to jump on in. Understand? They got me on break even on that one. I got sniped on the daily. Did I really just get sniped on the daily? I had to, right? So whack. They sniped me on the daily. It's all right. I'll wait for the 1 hour to make the flag, and then I'll take the daily trade again. I was up nice, though, on that trade. I did get in a little late on it. I wanted this to continue to plow and really rip. In case it continued to plow and rip, I figured I might as well get myself in. They have since pulled that puppy back, right? So yeah, I'm looking for this to consolidate here, make a flag, and continue out of it. You can hold shift and go sideways, and it tells us it could take 10 to 12 hours. And that makes sense. It could be 9 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock tonight, somewhere between 8 and 10 when we get the move. Am I muted on this channel now? I don't think so. I see your name, and you just said, am I muted? So I don't know how you could be muted. It's not a bottom. You know the timing is wrong. I don't do that. Yeah. You're not muted. We can see you. Thanks. I've been on demo fast 2 weeks, and I don't know where to start. To be honest, it seems kind of hard. Even I'm doing pretty well at the demo, though. Just tell yourself you can, you will, you are the best. Seriously, be your own cheerleader. Go get good night's sleep. Work out in the mornings. You have good, it's really important to work out if you're going to be a trader. You got to have a workout. Something that gets you going. Something that gets you moving so you can kind of align your energies, man. I'm dealing with a horrible injury right now, but I'm bouncing back strong. I haven't even mentioned it. Look, I haven't even mentioned my Achilles, man. But I ruptured my Achilles in January. I was in a boot. I had surgery. My leg has a nasty scar on it. First real surgery I ever had in my life like that, He says, question for a man of faith. Say judge and then say sorry, shall not judge. Did I just judge? I mean, you're human. You're going to make mistakes, dude. Why do you act like you're perfect, bro? You know what I mean? If every day you go to sleep and you say, dear Lord, help me become a better man than I was today. Help me keep working on all my impurities and things that I'm not good at. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to 80K today. He thinks. How is the progress of the Achilles? It's doing great. I'm walking a little without the boot. I ripped the Achilles off my calf. Worst pain in the world. Oh, man, it's tough. It's tough. And honestly, what's going to happen here, let me look at the smaller time frames now. 30-minute, I mean, I'll be honest. This is speculative. Why am I putting out this flag? Well, this flag just says, hey, if we end up going sideways, I can take the trade later. It doesn't mean this is what I think is going to happen. I'm setting a trap. It's basically like a bunny, if you're a bunny trapper or whatever. I don't want to be rude, but, people trap animals. You put the trap out. You don't know if you're going to come back to the rabbit or not, or the animal, whatever you're trapping, but you put the trap out. I'm putting the trap out. Let's see if price action falls into the trap. If it does, I take the trade. If not, then we're likely taking the head and shoulder pattern. So, we have two things are happening today, folks. We're either going to have a head and shoulder here, or we're going to go sideways in the flag. It's pretty simple to me. And I'm pretty sure I'm spot on this. I'm positive. I'm almost positive I'm spot on this. And remember, anything is possible at any moment, too. Look at this guy. He said, I joined Sam's group yesterday. I cleared 1.7 thousand. At 1,700 bucks for $3 a day. So you joined the group for $99, right? For 1 month. Or I don't know if you did 3 months or a year or whatever you did. Even if you did the year, even if you paid for the year, folks, at $9.99, he dang well almost doubled his yearly payout, that he put in. So a lot of green days. We're still in a bear market. I don't think this will end well. Anything is possible, my friend. But what we think and believe doesn't really matter. All right? Isn't the 1 day, the 21 too far? It is a little far, yes, I agree. But on very, very bullish times, you could kind of get one more push to that 200, and then we'll come crashing down. There will be a nasty pullback at one point because we are gapping from the 21. You're spot on, friend. Yep, you're paying attention, dude. Thanks for everything. Crypto Taco, God bless you, man. Bitsmains, 47 short cooking from 76K. Very well done, man. Yeah, I mean, it was a great short. So congratulations if you did take it. Bellico X in the house. Been following me for a long, long time. How to join the Discord Signal VIP group, Mr. Sam. Go to CryptoLifer.com. Mr. Juan Christian. Right? Yeah, go to CryptoLifer.com. Hit the subscribe button. You'll get all of this waiting for you. And this is where you could join my beautiful Discord, man. We make it really simple and easy. We created our own paywall. We don't use Patreon because they rip people off and take creators for a ride. Anyone that still uses Patreon, I feel horrible for you. They're taking so much money from you off the back end. We had to learn that the hard way as beginners. I still see people with 5 years on YouTube join my Patreon. I'm like, you didn't set up your paywall yet? The second a business makes money, you use that money to build the infrastructure of the business. That's what a smart businessman does. I run my Discord like a business. All right? Seriously, like we put money back into the business. We are not cheap. If I told you what I'm working on right now and how much money I've spent on it, you wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't believe me. You think Sailor bought at 71K? No, Sailor buys the worst prices all the time. He does not care. I've seen him buy 100K and we go to 80 the next day, you know? He's in it for the long haul. He doesn't really stress it. I would never take a Sailor buy as the bottom. No, no, no. That's probably one of the worst things you could ever do. He actually has come out and admitted he is the worst trader ever. He doesn't like to trade. He's admitted this. I'm not putting him down. He's cool. He's the greatest guy. He's a billionaire, dude. He's a businessman. The man knows how to make money business-wise. He's not a trader, though. He's even said he tried day trading. He was absolutely horrible at it. Now he just DCAs. Nasty dump to the downside here on the short. And it did say I should take that, right? Now you're losing the 200 moving average, not too far for the 21. And look, had I entered the short, I'd be in the money right now on that right shoulder. I did see it. Some of you probably did take it and you're in the money. God bless you if you did. Trade and Lev, try 74 stop scalp, 74 stop intraday. That's too much for me, man. I can't read all those numbers and care about them. You think I can really sit here and visualize all that? No, 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 no. I'm all set. I love you. I appreciate you, but my brain just doesn't work like that. Yeah. Just learned taco this morning. Meant Trump always chickens out. You're funny. I didn't know what taco was. Yeah. She gone, baby. She gone. I know, right? Reliable J, much love, bro. You triple OG as well. Yeah. End of the year, it will be 38,000. Anything is possible. I don't make statements like that. Thinking of joining your group. Been watching you for 3 years while recovering from 2 total knee replacements. You know what? The secret to success is getting started. If you don't think you can get knowledge from me, even for 1 month, come on, man. You get so much knowledge from the stream. Jump on into the group. Change your life, man. And honestly, I give tips all the time. The other day, my meal was $100. I gave the waitress a $100 tip. She definitely didn't give me the information I'm going to give you for the same $100. So, like, I'm just saying, I give all the time, folks. I am a huge giver. Just last week, remember, I gave $500 to the person that won the pool. I just, out of nowhere, I just said, we'll do a pool and gave $500. I then gave $400 last Friday, remember, to 4 lifers. You know what I mean? I've given over $1,000 away on the channel in the last few days, in the last week and a half, really. Yeah. Like to thank the Bulls for adding their positions. Nice dump, right? Yes and no. We'll see what happens. Watch, they'll spike it right back up again, and you'll be like, dang, I wish I didn't say that. You know, always be humble, man. Always be humble. I only taunt the bears after I've sold the long. I'm like, thank you for the exit liquidity. Appreciate it, guys. You know what I mean? Like, only after I've sold the long. You know what I mean? And this one light is a little bright. I think I want to tone it down. I'm shining over here. I'm shining. Which one looks so? They're all pretty. There it is. There we go. Yeah, that was just too bright. Like, you know, now I'm like, you know, I don't need to be overexposed, so to speak. That's nice. Look at the bounce off the 200 moving average of the 5-minute time frame. Speak of the bounce. Now, could this be the one here, folks? Could this be the bounce now? Remember, the 200 could be a stopping zone here. It's very interesting. Remember, the daily still looks strong. It's really about the daily today. Small time frames might have to bend the knee. And look, there's a hidden bullish divergence here. You're swinging down on the RSI, but you're swinging up on price action. Let's pull a fib too, because usually that's a 786 fib retracement, which I believe it is. It's right at the 786 fib. The 200 moving average oversold and hidden bullish divergence. It's telling us we should get a bounce. Doesn't mean it's gapping for sure, but it's starting to tell us we should get a bounce. 50-minute bounces off the 21. Think we fall in the Palantir stock price action, but 100x more. No. Always wanted to add, you're doing great service. Thank you, retired Coast Guard vet. Thank you so much for saying that, man. I love the Coast Guard. You guys are the best, bro. I got saved by the Coast Guard years ago. It was insane. I was off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. I was sailing by myself, and I was in a 22-foot Catalina, a 1971 Catalina that I'd bought used and had for years. And I had this vision of the mast breaking off into the sea, and I literally chuckled to myself and said, that's not going to happen. Next thing I know, within a few minutes, I tack the other way, the wind goes over, and it knocks the entire mast into the sea. Then the mast goes into the sea, and all the stays go around the motor, and I can't start the engine to get myself home. I start floating further and further out to sea. Eventually, I'm now almost a couple miles offshore. I see a boat going across me. I do jumping jacks screaming. They stop for me. I didn't have a GPS on me. They were able to yell my GPS coordinates, which I was able to write down with a first aid pencil on like a bandage. Okay. He then said, you are in 60 feet of water. And I took every rope I could, tied them together, and I was able to anchor myself and stop myself from going offshore. But at that point, I was in 4-foot seas, and the boat was doing this. I sat there for 3 hours. Eventually, someone told me that the Coast Guard was going to come get me. And the Coast Guard came and got me and saved me, and they towed me into Oak Plus Harbor, man, and I kissed the ground. My wife was at dinner with my family, and I called her. I'm like, I just got pulled in by the Coast Guard. There was a picture of it on my old Instagram account, but they took my Instagram account years ago for whatever. I don't even know why. I never still know why I lost my Instagram account from a long time ago. I had so many awesome pictures there. I really worked really hard to make the pictures amazing. So this could be a standstill point here. I mean, you're very oversold. You're hitting the 21-day moving average, and the daily is still strong. All right. Looking for a bounce. That daily open is good for a scalp up. Talk to my boat hauling buddies. Does that boat have a trailer? The one that I'm selling? You found the one on Facebook that I'm selling? It's funny. No trailer. No trailer. Wow, what a wild story. I mean, that's just one of many. Joining the group today, Sam. You're the man, bro. Jump on in, dude. I can't wait to see you, man. Angelo Italiano. Hey, mangia, man. You know, lasagna is my favorite food. My mother used to make it for me by the time Garfield liked lasagna. And so I was reading Garfield, but I really did like lasagna. Ricotta cheese just gets me going. You whip it with the egg. Oh my gosh. I can make a beautiful lasagna. I've made over 100 lasagnas in my life. My mother taught me very well. I've actually cooked. People don't realize that I've cooked at different restaurants in my life. I was a line cook at Giordano's in Martha's Vineyard. I then when I moved out to LA for a few months, I became a cook at this all-day breakfast spot. The lady left me there all day. And I looked at her, I was like 19 years old. I just turned 19. I went out to Los Angeles to visit my sister for the summer. And I walked down the street, I needed some money, I needed a job. I didn't have any money. And my dad wasn't going to send me money. My parents didn't, my dad never gave me money, man. He wanted me to feel broke. He's like, you'll get it when I'm dead, he used to say. I couldn't ask my dad, maybe my dad would buy me lunch if I came home, but I couldn't ask my dad for $100. Hey dad, can I get $100? I've never asked my dad for money in my life. No, because you know why? He wouldn't give it to me. And not because he was mean. It's just get your own money, dude. You know what I mean? Get your own money, bro. I'm here to make you hard, not to make you soft, my dad would say. It's so I could never ask my dad for money. If I came home and said, hey, dad, I'm really down and out, I have some credit debt. Could I get $5,000? No. He would worry that I was on drugs. He really would. And then he would question me, and then it would turn into a huge screaming argument, and things would get crazy. So I knew not to ask my dad for a dime because I didn't want to throw him off. When I came home, I had my money right. I had my savings. I brought my, I brought $2,000 in cash for whatever I needed. And my dad never, you know. Are you going to be like that with your kids? I'm a little nicer with my kids, and I don't know why. I buy them whatever, you know. That's not true too, though. My daughter knows the value of a buck. So look, do we buy this bounce off the 5-minute for a scalp? I love the scalp here. It would get the shorts really off guard because they don't know how to trade the 200 moving average, most of these people. It takes like elite status to really get in with that 200. 76,056. And you were, same here, yeah. I lost a lot of money in day trading, but I made more when I started buying and holding. I love it. The best lasagna ever had come from a Korean woman who barely spoke English. That's amazing. I love that. Sam, you have the greatest stories, the most insane stories. I bet you're really cool to hang out with in person. Hey, man, you hanging out with me in person right now, man. I get it, though, like, in actual life. I got another story from just the other day. It was insane. You know, I go to the car show on the second Saturday of the month. I like to take my Lambo and hang out, right? And I went to the car show, and then I drank some juice. And I shouldn't have at a juice bar. And it made me, you know, I can't do processed sugar, and they must have put processed sugar in there. Next thing you know, my leg is cramping up so bad that I can't drive. Like every time I press the gas, my leg, it goes right up my leg. It's like my calf muscle and my whole foot was just like. So I have to drive on. I have to get off the busier road, and I see a little side street. I turn in. I'm with my daughter too, and I'm like, she's like, "Are you okay, Dad?" I'm like, I was like, I gotta get out of the car and stretch or something. I need some water. I need salt water. I told her. I said, I gotta have some salt water. She's like, maybe we could find somebody and ask somebody. I never even thought about it. She's like, maybe we can ask someone in their house. I was like, what do you mean? Just ring the doorbell? She's like, yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do, Dad. And so I get into this little neighborhood and I drive around. Nobody is outside. I see this older lady, 80 years old, about 78, 80. She's watering her flowers with a little summer hat on. And I go, babe, and I pull over the Lamborghini. Imagine this, a big blue Lamborghini pulls out front of your house. A little girl runs out and tells you that her dad needs salt water. Thank God the lady didn't think we were trying to rob her or something. She saw the Lambo and figured, but what if we had just stole the Lambo and then we were going to rob her too? You know what I mean? Like, but she came out and she gave me Dasani, she gave me a cup, and then she gave me salt. And I threw the salt in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I was like, you just saved my life. Thank you so much. And I wanted to tell her I'm the lifer, and like, you know, I had no cash on me. I was like, how can I hook this old lady up in some way? Like, but man, and then she said, do you need the cup? You can take the cup, she said. She tried to give me her cup. I said, I will not take your cup, ma'am. I will chug it and I'll leave with the Dasani bottle, you know. I like this guy. I knew they were going to, yeah. Z Mumbles, exactly. I knew they would dump it, yes. Okay. It looks like we could bounce with this oversold area for Bitcoin. I mean, you can ask my wife if I'm gay or not, all right? Or all my girlfriends that told me I was the best lover they ever had. I don't know. They did. They said, most of my girlfriends said I was the best. I'm an Aries, man. Aries, we know how to do it. Our energy is just high. Anyway, that's too much information for the kiddos. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I love my daughters, man. They're all the best. Appreciate them. It makes me want to take this long back to the top of the channel here. It's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. 76,109. Stop loss at 74,446. That 200 moving average. It could make a shoulder, a head and right shoulder. You see what I'm saying? We're looking for something like this. You know? Yeah, exactly. This guy said he's gay for gain. That's so funny. Something to consider is the liquidity is the bottom as you are scalping long. Just another example of not trying to jump in on that long. Previous history has told me that when this pump gets expected, then to dump it. Just wish I got in on the pump. If you joined my trading group, you would have nailed the pump. Most likely. Hope everyone has a great and blessed day. You too, goddess love. I'm a photocopy of you in a Greek version. I just need to get to the elite level trading like you. Study 16 hours a day. You'll get there, man. If you desire it as bad as I did, you'll do everything you can to have it. just like I did. And then you eventually, you know, I listen to Neville Goddard at night while I sleep. I'm going to take the long here, folks, and see if I can scalp these late shorts. You know, I listen to Neville Goddard at night, and you know what he told me last night? He said, Sam, he said, a shadow comes from the thing that's there, and then the shadow can't escape the thing that's there, right? Like he basically said, like if you're standing here, real quick, and then we'll get into other stuff, but if you're standing here, 200 moving average on the 1. What did I just do it on the... Oh, I'm confused here. Wait. Oh, I did it on the 5. Interesting. Conflicting nonsense here. But very oversold in the stochastics. Hidden bullish divergence. Interesting. But say you're here and you make a shadow, right? And the sun shines on you. And your shadow's here. I mean, your shadow comes from you. He says your life is the shadow. And your thoughts and ideas create your life. And so if you have the thoughts, the life has to follow your thoughts. So if you believe millions are coming to you and you really push on it, then millions will come to you. Like if you basically, and so every great man that had a great destiny that you read about, 50 Cent, right? Sold a bunch of records, did something, you know what I mean? Prince was amazing. It started with the belief in themselves that they were going to do something great in the world. And then that transmuted into real life. So it starts with your thought process, and your subconscious mind must be reprogrammed for wealth. It has to be, because most of us, it's not, because our parents were middle class and they taught us things that aren't true. Okay? A shadow cannot be made without the light. 16 stops in my big brown truck. Thankful to be working. God, 160 stops. You'll get it done, man. Yeah. With a past oversold thought on the RSI, can we expect to dump back to 74.4? You're funny. If someone cannot avoid the shadows in their life, turn the light on. You're funny. I knew they would pump it and dump it, and at some point, I'm always right. Yeah. We're just watching Neville Goddard. Imagination is God. Joe Dispenza, too. He'll teach you how to rebuild your subconscious mind. I did it. My subconscious mind was hijacked. I thought I knew who I was, but my subconscious mind was a different person than I was. I had all these gifts and ideas. I believed I was amazing, but I was broke, man, and I couldn't stay focused, and I couldn't get things running the way I wanted them to. All right. I tell you what, man, I used the 200 a lot for the win. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up winning this trade, especially how aggressive the stochastics RSI are pushing out. Hidden bullish divergence too as well. We'll see what happens. I'm only up $1, you know, nothing to write home about just yet. 80K, let's go. Liquidity at 60,000. I'm always right, just not right now. You're funny. I'm never right. I just trade probability. See? I don't need to be right or wrong. I just trade what I see in front of me. You see what I'm saying? It's very simple stuff, folks. I know when we bounce off the 200, there's a good chance I could win. If the 1 minute gets back above the 200, that's going to be a big deal too. You're going to see this here. If we don't, that's a bear flag and you're dumping down, right? A lot of people, I believe, may take this bear flag. And it could definitely roll over. I'm not saying it can't. But I like what I'm seeing there on the 5 minute. Sam, I'd appreciate it if you could check the claim that I sent to support or the DM on X. What claim? Claim for what, man? I sent to support or the DM I sent you. I was silent and removed on your... Silent for what? Really? I have no idea. I have so many DMs on X, man. It's the worst place to hit me up. You know what I mean? I have customer support for that. What is a claim, though? I don't even know what a claim is. Like, I don't have claims. You know? Yeah. Oh, Jamie, I heard you got the details to Miami 2 days ago and that you were supposed to tell us, but I didn't get them. Andy said Jamie has the details, but I never got the details. I got to tell people the day of the party. Otherwise, it's like, how are they going to book flights and get there? Some people are only going to be there for one night. No offense, man. My bad. I love you. All good. Yeah, I got so many DMs, man. I can't. I have no clue, man. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. And DMing me and asking me for like, it's just not. I'm in the charts of my Discord helping people learn how to trade. I don't spend a lot of time answering DMs, man. Not on Discord, not anywhere. Half the time I'm in a trade. You saw me yesterday. I was in the Discord all day, typing until my hand hurt. Going over the charts till my hand hurt. So yeah, we're going to scale back to the top side here off of this 200 moving average. We're going to see it could make a right shoulder. We really got to get back to the 200, the 21 and break above it here on the 5. Let's take a look at coin market cap and see what's happening here on coin market cap. The day is flying by, folks. Edge up 3.92. And in 24 hours, we know RAVE just continued to go up again, up 6,000%. That's a 6x, folks. That's a 60x. A 6x. That's a 60x. It did a 60x in a week. I mean, only in crypto. And even VVV, Eric Vornay's, even, Pancake Swap, anything that has to do EtherFi a little bit. But wow, the big gainers, man. Let's see what's up right now in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin, baby, is one of the big boys, up 4.2%. That's a big deal. And up 10% of the week, Bitcoin, it's a pretty big deal. It's been a long time since we made 10% in a week. Ethereum up 12%. Let's take a look at ETH BTC and see how that's doing. So look, we got to get above this 200 moving average. You can see how this turns into a flag and dumps, right? Look at this. I'm upside down there, right? Got to trust that 200 on the 5. That's why you go with your plan and you stick to it. Whatever happens, happens. Man, I'm hungry today. I'm so hungry right now. I could eat a horse. So if you're just jumping on a big picture, we could bounce, make a flag, and then that could likely break up all the way to 78,000. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to make some right shoulders here. And then this could dump back to the 200 on the 15. So we're either going to go tight here or break out, or we're going to make a right shoulder and dump to the 15,200. To me, that's it. So if you're watching right now and you're not sure what I'm planning, that's what I'm planning. And then right now if you zoom in from that, we're seeing if the 5-minute can hold this bounce off the 200 moving average. Something like this right here. Does look somewhat like a bear flag, and now you're getting a tweezer top too. So, and like I said, it could be a right shoulder. I've seen these before where you have a very small right shoulder, huge, big, and then a very small right shoulder again. These things, I've seen these before. Little Tyrannosaurus Rex shoulders. You know what I mean? He has big hands. He has little hands. He's a big dude. It reminds me of that idea, right? And then I did pull the Fibonacci from bottom to the top, and we did bounce near the 786 Fibonacci retracement, which is interesting. So only time will tell. We're kind of sitting pretty here. Now we're real sideways, too. Oh, there's the break of the bear flag, right? And we're on the 21 below the 200. But the curvature there is a bit odd. I already made the bigger money today, so I'm just scalping small now, not really caring about it as much. And I'm a bullish bias. I don't care to short as much as I care to long. Just how I am. I usually get these though. I usually win these trades. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. I trust the 200 so much, and most people don't, and that gives me an edge. Okay, let's take a look here at Crypto Rank. Also, I trust myself. Most people don't. And I've been through a lot. And I don't need 1,000 friends, and I don't need, I like to lead others, man. I don't need to follow anybody. Fabric's been on my radar for a while, Robo. Vanguard Digital Oil Reserve. I wouldn't get caught up in that stuff, acting like it's real. It's 1.8 million. It sounds like a meme based off nothing. TrueFi is interesting, has a real project. RAVE DAO, there it is again, up 60% in 24 hours. Genius. Plume Network is also a pretty good. Genius up 100%. 172 market cap. Aria AI back in the mix. That's interesting. One Football with the World Cup, Solve. Stakestone back in there. Remember that huge move for Stakestone the other week. And then Based. Everything's all right. Mezzo up 122%. 46%. Why am I saying? I'm just throwing out coins so you can remember some of them. We might end up trading them not too long from now. Shout out to CryptoRank.io. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And that alternative.me, it's down. The fears at 21. Here is at 21. Oh, I can't have that white gap there. So sorry about that, folks. I made a mistake. There we go. That's right. Gray on gray, baby. There's nothing like it. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's take a look at the chat. What are you people saying now? Anyone else have an issue on weeks where you sit along, but you don't get the date profit show properly on the chart? I have to drag them more to adjust them. No, they show up on the chart. Yeah. You see me do it all the time right here. Like they showed up immediately. Look at that. Would you look at that? Let's squeeze these people that don't know how to use the 200 moving average now. Let's get to the upside now, boys. And so like later on, when the shorts get squeezed and this gets tight and then I get into a long, they're going to make, dang, man. What do you think the best form to trade on is in your opinion? I mean, for a long period of time, it was MEXC. But now every once in a while, I'm finding like if you're in a country that's non-KYC, like they could give you trouble. So it's like that could be bothersome. So Weeks is right now my number one, man. Yeah, it operates the best. I move my stop losses the best. The fees are good. They do good stuff for my community. I can talk to the people that run it anytime I want and actually get an answer. And like I can actually sit down and really work on things with you know, so it just, to me right now, it is Weeks. Yeah, nothing better than Weeks right now. Nothing better. And I've had people say, like, look at me. I trade Weeks live for you guys every day. Look at this. I moved my stop loss there. Look, instantly went to right where I told it it was. No lag. Move my stop loss back down. Perfect. And look at the pump, man. We might win this trade, baby. And look at the fee. Only $4 to get into the trade. I mean, it's beautiful. So, and I used $800 at 33x leverage. It's a $28,000 position. All right. Question, when you adjust your tape and want to confirm a new order, how do you make that auto? You go in here, long, and you type it in. Like, you know, 78,000. Stop loss at, let's just say, like 71. I'm not saying that's a real trade, you know, and then you hit open long. All right. Open long also, profit is now $6. Yours is 65. Hey, man, we all start somewhere, don't we? The secret to success is getting started. At least you got $6 cooking. A lot of people got absolutely nothing, right? So I think I'm getting a spam call right now. Hey, Andre, I'm a live streamer on YouTube. I'm live in front of thousands of people right now. I will call you when the stream is over. Is that okay? Thank you, buddy. I'll call you around 12 o'clock, Andre. God bless you. All right? Okay, thank you, sir. All right. Funny, right? Hey, I'm a somebody over here. Hey, I ain't a nobody over here. I'm a somebody. Hey. Exactly. BDIF is pretty awesome. Set up a move to stop loss. You could set up a trailing stop loss. Pretty nice. Trailing stop losses are pretty good. This could still make a right shoulder here, folks, but it's likely we're going to bounce back up. They like to rip them and slip them here. And so Sammy may have copped this one yet again. Again, this isn't a big trade. I'm really just feeling out what they're doing, and I'm putting a trade on to show you stuff. I'm trying to show you how to use the 200 moving average here to your fancy. When I get up a spam call, I answer it, and I waste their time until they hang up. Well, that's a waste of time. I got too much to do that. I used to do that when I sat in my apartment all day. Was calling to talk to you about the extended warranty. You're funny. 21 will cross the 200 on the 1 minute. That's a sign for a big call. Like that could be a nice pump. And look, can't you see the inverted head and shoulder now? So obvious to anybody that has eye. No, it's not obvious, but there it is right there. And that thing could pump all the way somewhere up to here. All right. I've been getting so many health insurance spam calls. Oh, yeah, they're crazy. Been playing around with a new technique where I use the 40 to make $3 over and over again. On this account, I've turned 100 into 200 in almost 3 days. Hey, keep doing it, dude. And then eventually you got to up the ante if you want to make a substantial amount of money over time. But depending on where you are, that could turn into some gains. Look, that's an inverted head and shoulder, getting above the 200. And how many people were short right there? They had no idea what Sammy just did. And they're like, how did he do that? Yeah. I'm calling you on your extended long on your WEEX account. What's a WEEX? What's a WEEX account? WEEX. Spam has gotten ridiculous. Yeah, you can go to that cloak.com or something like that, Cloak, and they will start getting you off of those lists, man. I think it's worth it. It's like $70, $60, $50. Fighting the MA200 on the 5-minute time frame now. Yep, right there to the 21, but that's okay. Once that happens, I mean, see, the stochastics, they were telling me we were going to get a pump, and then with the hidden bullish divergence, price was swinging up while the RSI was swinging down. You have to take this into account. Then we pulled the fib at this 786. That's the money printer, folks. I just pulled the money printer. All right. Hi, Sam. You're my mentor. Yesterday, I tried trading like your... Hi, Sam. You're my mentor. Yesterday, I tried trading with like your... All right. I'm trying to read what you said here. Hey, Sammy, you're my mentor. Yesterday, I tried trading like your self-wear, suit, tie, everything, man. That's key confidence. Not going to lie. Am I crazy? No, dude. You know why I started dressing up? Because COVID happened, and I was streaming in a t-shirt and sweatpants every day. And my dad called me, and he's like, you're not in sweatpants every day, are you? I said, well, I'm sitting at home a lot. He goes, hey, Sam, do yourself a favor. Shave, clean yourself up, wear a nice, put some pants on and a nice collared shirt. I don't care if you're not going anywhere. He said, you'll feel something to it. It'll make you feel a certain way. I said, okay, Dad, I'll try it out. And next thing you know, I had a 3-piece on. And next thing you know, right? Exactly. Kept going and going and going. Exactly. Sam, do your Trump impressions when you advertise WEEX. WEEX is the best. It's the absolute best. It's wonderful. There's nothing better than WEEX. If you don't trade WEEX, you're stupid. I got to do better. I know I could do. It's very bad, very bad. Very bad. Could be better. These other exchanges, very bad. WEEX is very good. Very good. It's wonderful. It's the best. Never seen a better exchange. I know the most about exchange. If anyone knows exchanges, it's me. I know the most about every exchange in the world. If anyone knows about whales, it's me. If anyone knows about 100 wise words from Pops. Exactly. Let me tell you something, son. On the eve of my daughter's funeral, you have come to me and asked me something kind of favors. I am here for you. Luca Brezzi, what can I do for you on the day of my daughter's funeral? On the day of my daughter's wedding. Funeral, that's horrible. On the day of my daughter's wedding. Sam, what's the overextension look like with the 21 and the 200? God bless. When the 21 is very far away, I'll show you. And we could look at this on multiple time frames, right? But look how this is turning. It's giving us a lot of space to pump here. It's telling us that we may continue further to the upside here for Bitcoin. Yeah. Is there going to be a cover charge at your birthday party? No, I would never do that to you. Why do I make you pay for something if you're coming in? No. Might even be an open bar. I think it will be all free, man. Yeah. WEEX is the greatest platform they have. Some wonderful people are working there. Beautiful specimens. They are great people with a stupendous company. WEEX is the greatest platform. They're wonderful people. Beautiful specimens. Great people with stupendous company. Absolutely wonderful. The best. Never seen better. Never seen better. I always say, I like it. It's nice. He did good. Very good. I loved it. It was so good. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to get really good at it. All right. Race to Ferraris. WEEX is sponsoring him. Wonder if Carl is legit. My feeling says no. Carl's been in the game a long time. What do you mean legit? The guy's been trading for a long time. Got into Bitcoin early. All right. Exactly. There'll be a charge for people with pants, though. If you have pants on, yeah, you have to pay. This guy's silly. I better see you in Vegas, Vegas Claw. I just have this feeling you're going to say you're not in Vegas that day. I got this feeling you're going to say, oh, by the way, I'm not in Vegas. Can't, And I'll be like, wait, but what? So at this point, you can move the stop loss to break even if you don't feel comfortable about the play. I cannot come into work today. I was in a terrible plane crash. I had time and I'm oof. I don't know what you're saying there. And then I do a really good, Marky Wahlberg. All right, here we go. I played a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, babe. I can do this, okay? Okay? I was Dirk Diggler. I've done everything, all right? I hang out with Jordan Lucas. I hang out with everybody. It doesn't matter. My name's Mark Wahlberg, and I approve this message. Sam's the best crypto lifer in the game. Babe, I was a shooter. I played a cop. I played a fireman. I can do this. I can get it done. I can do anything, babe. And, hey, Lois, I think I'll grow a beard. Hey, my name's Peter Griffin. That's right. My son, Chris, he likes to hang out in Quahog. Whenever I'm in Quahog, I like to drink beer. That's right. And when I drink beer, I watch the Crypto Lifer every single day. If you're going to learn crypto, you got to do the Crypto Lifer. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for joining. We used to do that all the time. I haven't done it in years. Man. Haven't done it in years. Took 50% on that call. Thank you, Sam. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving. And guys, I gave you another live trade. I've been on fire. Like, I have been on fire recently on this live stream. You have to give it to me, man. That was a gutsy call at the 200 on the 5. But I just keep using the same strategies over and over again. If I make a trade, the 200's involved in some way, shape, or form, or the 21. Okay? Vegas, you better be there with no pants. Yeah, you better have a Speedo on walking the strip, man. And not that I want to see that, but I mean, the way you talk about pants all the time. Hey, Sam, you got talent over here. Hey. You did it the other day. I used to do it every day. Peter Griffin is close. No, I can do it, Peter, really good. Hold on. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your... Hey, everybody, we're going to leave Meg in the car. Hey, we're going to leave Meg at the gas station. Just roll up the windows really slow. Let's drive away. Wow, we got the Pumpalowski, huh? Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Kind of is a half a cup of handle in a way. Not perfect, though. Okay? Lifer's a good trader. He sees the market and shares for free. Crazy. Nobody does it like the Lifer, baby. I make live calls every day on this channel from 10 to 12. I mean, as many times as I can. You've seen me lose. I've lose many times. It's okay. I tell everyone, you're going to lose as a trader. How you lose is important. All right? The live is just a taste of what the group does, man. Just a taste, man. We do this all day long. I was in the group 6. How much post did I post yesterday, guys? We nailed it yesterday. Shout out to everyone, actually. Congratulations to my team and my whole group. Everyone that stuck with me. People keep leaving trading groups. People keep leaving crypto. But, man, it doesn't matter, man. We keep building. We keep building. Pants are for nerds like stop loss. Hey, we make you laugh over here. Now, this still could be, let's take a look. And now I'm kind of tight because my daily trade's still open, right? And there's no reason I should have been toughed out of that trade, man. But I didn't wait for a perfect positioning either, so it wasn't like me to do that. So like I told you, man, there's a chance we make a flag here and we continue to pump. And there's a chance that this is a parabola. The parabola. Like you got to eat peanut butter. Parabola. I need a peanut butter and jelly sandwich next time I say parabola. We're going to get into the parabola. Wow, Bitcoin's ripping right now to the upside of the 50-minute time frame. I did it again. Dude, if you come to this stream, I'm so sorry, everyone. I have something I have to address that's been going on. It's not good. And, what is it? You want me to tell them now? All right. I just got this piece of paper. They want me to read it to you guys. It's not good. All right, here it comes. I hope you're sitting down for this. To all my subscribers, I'm very, very sorry. I know I've been spreading a lot of stuff lately, and I apologize. I don't mean to do it. It's just how I've been lately, But I see thousands of people that have been watching my channel, and they all seem to have gainitis. And, it keeps spreading, and I am trying to stop, but I'm filling the hospitals, I'm filling the streets. People are falling down all over the place. And everyone's tested positive, man, for gainitis. And it's contagious. And so I'm so sorry if it's spreading all over. And I just, I wish I could find a cure, but I really don't know if there is one. We just keep winning. The gainitis just keeps spreading, folks, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. We have cream that sometimes, maybe some people can take care of it at home, but like some people have to go to the hospital. Like they don't have a choice. There's no other way to get rid of it. You know what I mean? And even then, I heard they're having trouble there. The ER is just filled. And so if you're ready, jump on in. But if you can't handle gainitis, I don't know if you want to be in the group. Okay? I never wanted something more in my life. Like I've gotten a gainorrhea. He called it gainorrhea. This is crazy. I'm burning up with a strong fever. I'm going to have to go with no pants for the rest of the day. Yo, you people are knocking it out the park today, man. Dude, you try stand-up. I don't know, man. Maybe I could do stand-up. I don't know. I'm not as funny as Trump. I don't know. You know what I mean? That guy's funny. You know, this could make just a lower high and roll over. I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing today. It looks pretty weird. I would move that stop the break. I would just take these profits here and just stack that $100. So I'm going to take the $100 and add it to my wins today. And you say that's nothing, but what it does is it takes care of that loss I just had. I'll put it right below this candle, expecting this candle to wick and serve me right here. Let me take a look at the 1 minute. There might be a flag I'm not seeing on the smaller time frame. Oh, hold up. Let me bring that back. I was about to say, we're in the model on the 1, but it could make a shoulder, head, right shoulder. See? Looks like it's going to make a head and shoulder pattern, but let's see. This might bounce and turn us. This is technically the model. We're supposed to bounce right now off the white line. So from my years of studying, this candle is supposed to bounce here. We're either right off this trend line or right near the 200. We're supposed to get a wick, and then we're supposed to get a green candle right to the top, or at least to the top of this channel. That's what's supposed to happen. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's what I've seen in my lifetime. We're supposed to get a green candle right now on the 1 minute. I could predict candle bodies on the 1 minute, right? This is supposed to flip green or come down, hit the 21 and flip green. All right. Does dumping come with gainitis? It can if you get the right shorts on. Get it? Right shorts on. Hey, the guy's all over it today. You know? That guy's laugh is good in the thing, right? It makes you laugh. Man, my foot has been bothering me lately. Doctor said I got gain. You people, man. You're too much over here. You're too much. Every one of you. You're too much, huh? Then we got the Italian guy, huh? I used to go to Rayos, 114th Street, huh? I used to hang out there every day with my uncle. We used to play cards, you know? I see him one day. He threw a guy in the back. I don't want to know what happened to him, but it didn't sound good. I tell you that, huh? Yikes. So look, I told you there would be a green candle bounce there, didn't I? I called it on the 1 minute time frame. Who tells you what's going to happen on the 1 minute? With Sammy Boammy. They call me Samborghini because that's just how it flows, baby. That's just how it flows. Shout out to the beautiful people, man. I saw a Revoluto yesterday that was green, a Revolto. It was so pretty. $750,000 car, right? Which is crazy, right? Imagine spending $750,000 on a car. Like, 3 times my car. Like, I thought it was a big shot. There's always a bigger shot. And he goes, that's already been sold. The guy's coming from in Australia in a couple days. And it was just sitting there beautifully. So they imported from Italy, have it waiting for the guy. And I was like, man, this guy's flying in from Australia to a $700,000 Lamborghini. I wonder who this dude is. You know what I mean? There could be a shoulder here, but the low Stokes now on the 1 minute time frame suggests that I'm going to win this trade and possibly get more. Now it's at 130. We'll see what goes on here. Hey, man, I bought the top and followed it down. Hate when that happens. Trying to work and trade is difficult. It's okay, man. Just copy trade me when you're busy. Okay? I got a lot of time to focus on this stuff. Look, we should bounce off the 21. I told you we were going to bounce off this 21. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. Okay? But I told you we were about to wick right there. I told you exactly when it was going to happen, too. Like, without fail. All right? They call me Sammy Spot On. All right? You get the tire sensor fixed. I did. It wasn't even broken. I think it was really cold one day, and that one tire just went down a cent below, and the sensor went off. Then I overfilled the tire, and the sensor. So you gotta bring the tire back down to perfect, or it's gonna give you that error. I learned it. They fixed it in 5 minutes. I called like a week ago to say I was gonna bring it in. But this time, I just walked right in. The salesman that sold me the car, some beautiful car, said, you're keeping it great. You know, you're keeping it great. Love you, and all that lovely stuff. It was great. And then I watched the guy in the service area check with it. Then he drove it around the block for a second, got it recalibrated. And they literally, I was there 7 minutes later, and I was driving away. I got right back into the trading. I love trading Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Those are the hot days, right? So, look, we called this absolute bottom so far. Trade's not amazing, but now we're up 173, which is nice compared to what we already made. And now we basically get rid of that other loss. And now what you do is you keep channeling. You keep moving it the way you're looking for the move, right? You keep planning out this decision here. 75,000 for Bitcoin. I'm happy to see it there. All right. I'm happy. The alts could pump after market close. They could. It was most likely the TPMS sensor. 100% it was the TPMS sensor. You know that. Inside the MMI. And you have to go to the MMI. And on the I have an older Huracan. I do. I'm not into cars, man. I'm not going to spend a lot of money. Like, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy probably the least expensive one in the game. I want to buy real estate. I want cash flow. That car does not produce cash flow, and I'm really addicted to cash flow. So I bought the least expensive. I mean, not the least, but, you know, who cares, too? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to turn someone off that thinks it's messed up to talk about money, because I do not. I'd like to talk about God more than money on my channel. I love God. God has produced such a beautiful life for me. When I submitted to whatever the higher being, whatever you want to call it, higher being, the energy of the universe, you know, but there's a being, there's a thing, there's a frequency that you can tap into. And it knows, man, who you are and what you're doing. And when I'm on point and I'm spreading love, light, and happiness, and I keep projecting into the manifestation of the future, man, there's something to it. I'm tapping into something bigger and something higher. So every time I tap in, it pays off, man. Every time I tap in, it pays off. It was mostly like the, yeah, exactly. Wow, you people know your stuff, man. Is your salesman Tony, European guy, tall guy? Yeah, how do you know him? You know Tony, dude? You know that guy? Yeah, tall European guy with great. You know Tony? Who is that? Who's it? Is this Nick? Coraline Stark. Wait, were you there yesterday, Coralina? I saw a lady yesterday, and she's talking. She's on the phone. I think she was on the phone with her son. And she's like, is this the one you really want? She's like, if you really want it, she's like, if this is the one you want, then I'm going to get it for you. And I was looking at her like, that kid's mom is buying him a Lambo right now. Like, it was crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, dude, like, what is it? How do you know Tony? Yeah, Tony's tall with the gray hair. Dude, there's someone on my stream that knows Tony, man. This is so weird. It's so funny, man. Took my son to Lambo. Hold on. Can I show your channel? Is that I'll do it privately for a second here. I'll swing it over. Ooh, grab it. Cat's Eye Lover. You're funny. I don't post much, but I try. My favorite color is pink, and I love Cat's Eye. You're funny. My fave is Megan, then Mannion. We wish you Mannion. You're funny. Wow. Well, Coraline, you live in my neighborhood then, and you went to Lambo. That's pretty funny. That's crazy. So look, I mean, we continue inside this flag. It's going to continue to the upside. It even could be a bit of a rising wedge here now. Rising wedges break up 60% of the time. And you can see inside the rising wedge, it almost seems like there's a slanted, twisted, inverted head and shoulder inside of the wedge. You get a shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's going to produce a possible move, man. So if you're just jumping on in, we called this beautiful bottom off the 5-minute 200 moving average. Everyone was short. They kept going short. A lot of people jumped into the short really late after the dump. I knew better. And now we're getting a massive pump for Bitcoin to the upside. This trade is actually starting to pay off pretty nicely. Who took the gains and made gains on the trade with the lifer? Who defied the odds here and got the pump? Everyone knows Tony. Hey, I'm going to tell Tony, man, you were famous on the live stream today, Tony. Everybody knew you. Man, when I went on vacation to Sarasota, I took my 7-year-old, and Tony was so nice. Oh, that's so cool, man. Oh, yeah, you had to go to the Lamborghini to show him that, because kids love. Kids 7 to 10 years old, 7 to 12, they're obsessed with the Lambo. I don't know, they love it. They love it. They know it. They know everything about it. They love it. Yeah, exactly. Looking for double top and dump. Thank you. Yeah. Jump in with you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, 333. Look at all the people that made gains. Put a 333 if you made gains today on that long that I put out. With a nice pump a lump to the upside there. And again, I'm still in the bigger trades. It's not a big deal right now, right? You see what I'm saying? So, I've got the monthly cooking right now. And I know what I got to do to get back in on the bigger time frames. All looking good. Where you going, my sweet pea? I'm done, though. 11:56. Okay, yeah, you don't want me to go. She said, you can't. Just tell everyone I can't walk. Just say it. You look pretty. Say hi, please.
When I look ugly, I can't say hi?
You've never looked ugly.
So then what are you trying to say?
I don't know. What do I say, guys? Someone give me something quick. Let me see if the chat can get me out of it. No. Let me see if the chat can. Guys, what do I say here? Someone's going to get. What do I say, guys? I got to get out of this one. I messed up. Quick. Someone give me something to say to her. I got to tell her I don't know. You always look lovely. Today you look even more lovely because your energy. Someone said hodl.
No,
I'm into
everybody's
Rambo.
really-
Can't afford
listen,
an iPhone.
Everybody's just so excited about BTC.
Whoa, she got you, bro. Just say nothing. What did the wise man say to his wife?
Nothing.
Because he was a wise man.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is important.
This is classic, man. This is so classic, bro. Oh my gosh,
I
man.
have to go. The masseuse canceled on you
Why?
because her child has a fever and
They can't cancel on the lifer. She will never come to this house again.
I rescheduled her for Friday.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Dude,
She is really good.
I don't care.
Life happens.
She canceled on me. I was waiting a week for this. A week I've been waiting for this masseuse. A week. You've told me every day your massage is tomorrow at 1:30.
Yes, I
Every
know.
day you've told
Her
me.
son has a fever.
Every day you've told me.
Be a compassionate guy.
Okay, her son has a fever. I'm going to the house with a thermometer. I want to see 102. If it's not 102, if it's 99 or 100, she's done. She cooked. She gone.
That's all I said again.
She's out. She's out. Get her out of here.
This is going to give you time to work on the scripts. I'll see you later.
I did all my scripts.
Everything?
Get out of here.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, man. I love my wife. She's so funny, man. She's fun. I love her, bro. I have such fun. I have such a good time with my wife, man. She's my best friend. Like we do everything together. We spend all our time together. Like we're always together. It's crazy how much time we spend together. You wouldn't believe it. You look lovely today, just like every day. Yeah, that was good. Thank you. I could have come up with that one myself, but I wasn't that smart. I'm not as smart as you, you know. Tony said you got to stay over there. Sam, you got a new job today. My channel is still not monetizing that much. So just wanted to share with you here, fam. God bless you, man. Thank you for jumping on in.
You're going to pick Summer up today.
Dude, YouTube is hard, bro. It's a hard life. I'm telling you right now. Most people will never do it. I went years without making a dime. Like, most people wouldn't do that. I basically decided, see, I studied millionaires and billionaires, and they said they just fell in love with the process and never thought about the money, and somehow the money came. And so I fell in love with the process, man, and never thought about the money, and somehow the money came, right? Now we got to get a bounce off the trend line now for this to be real. I moved my stop loss into position to take some money off the table. And again, I'm battling a small, there hasn't been a crazy move. It's not like we just got a $2,000 move here, folks. You know, it's like it's 200. It's up $200, and when I got in, I'm up 150. It got to be actually $28,000. Tony came to Tampa. Did he really? They always remember a year later you will have used again. Yeah. Tell her I don't see you with my eyes, I see you with my heart. Oh, that would have been good. That would have been amazing. That would have melted her right there on the spot, dude. 2 Tylenols and a warm soup. I need that massage. That's what I'm saying, dude. Stack, what happened to your elite stack? We had stack here and then it disappeared, and some people are like, what happened to the stack? The stack place. Someone was like, dude, they love the stack place. I just want to make sure you're okay. Everything's fine. Emotions can destroy everything you learn in trading 100%. 100%, man. Yeah. Enjoy the ride for sure. Please no spamming, guys. Yeah, don't continue to spam. All right. So we're still in this trade. We're seeing if this can make a flag and continue up to 75, 80, 800. And then we're looking for this to turn into a bigger flag and for this flag to break out. You see? And that's when I'll position myself in the 1 hour time frame. And that's when the trading group is going to understand what's happening. And that's when I will elaborate on more. Because I'm going to be doing what I'm doing all day in the charts. Just what I do here. I'm figuring out what's going to happen every single day here. Hey, get off that. Hit the plus sign. Shout out to everyone here. We had a great stream. It was awesome. I laughed more than I've had in a while. I didn't expect to. But man, tell your story. Why you started trading. It's all about gold and silver. I started buying gold and silver. Then I realized that you couldn't get too much gold and silver to take it. He goes, my heart dropped to my stomach. Let me check. Maybe someone, I don't know. Was it deleted accidentally? No, I think it is there. Wait, yeah. I don't know what happened, man. I didn't get rid of it. Pretty sure I did not. I would never do that. There it is. It's back. It's back somehow. It got like hidden. I don't know. Now I see it. Still here, gang. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it for some reason. Stack on the radar, baby. All right. Great stream, Sammy. I hope you have a great day. You're the best. No, you're the best, dude. I got a message to Tampa that the lady started walking on my back. I was hurting so badly when I left. Oh, my gosh. I like the Filipino. They do good, though. The Thai. Yeah, the Thai massage where they have the bars on the ceiling. That's the best. Look how messy this is. Let's get back to what I was doing here. Makes more sense. Wow, man, this trade's going well. Unexpectedly well. Like, I don't know. I called the perfect trade. Unbelievable. It is what it is. And that monthly trade's cooking. Everything is going well, folks. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be alive, man. Let's take a look at that daily. I knew I should just stick to that daily. I got a feeling this daily's going to rip. All the way back to the 200 moving average. I just need to get on in. What I'll do is I could use the 1 hour. See, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 1 hour to flag out here. What if it just continues to run? I don't know, but I'm looking for this something like this. I'm looking for it to run up like this. All right. Sammy, can you watch the 16-hour time frame, please? I'm okay, though. No. Trade is going great. Let's take a look at at Ethereum. Someone asked about ETH. Let's take a look at the fan funding here, too. The super chats. I haven't seen him today. Tori, man, God bless you, man. He's been here a long time. God bless you. Member seller. Hey, Sam, I appreciate it if you could check the claim. I don't know what that means. The claim I sent to support or the DM I sent you. I was silenced and removed. I'm so sorry to hear that. If you were silenced and removed, man, I have people that do the right thing, and maybe you were, I don't know what you were doing. But I trust my moderators and my people in my group. Maybe, please check email sent to support Crypto Lifer. Thank you. I don't have access to that. Only my team does. So they'll figure it out. And if they feel that my team does all that stuff, man. I don't make those decisions. I make decisions on trades. You can still learn with me every day. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I don't have a clue. Right? But please, here's one thing that can get people kind of, if you're all about, we don't want to get too deep into religion in the group. You could tell, God's cool, but religion, like you don't say, I don't mention religion, right? I'm not like Catholic. I'm not this. I'm not. I like all walks of life, man. I got Jewish people in the group, Muslim people in the group, Catholic people in the group, people with Kwanzaa, people that don't believe, people that do believe. All I want you to do is believe in yourself and believe you can change the world. That's the first step, okay? Because really, for me to mature to believe in God, it took me a long time. I had to find myself first. And I know a lot of people are where I used to be, so I don't expect you to be all ready and buttoned up just yet. I expect you to be kind of like figuring it out as you go. And so I just want to know that you want to live in love and you want to help other people, man. If you have love in your heart and you want to become financially free and you want to learn this charting at a high level, then jump on into the Discord and hang out with me. That's it. Those are the people I'm looking for, okay? If you live with light, love, and happiness in your heart and you spread joy, I'm looking for you, okay? You're the person I want in the group. If you love knowledge, you seek knowledge, like you find yourself on your free time reading Wikipedia, you're always trying to gain an extra edge in somewhere. You just never give up. You don't take things exactly as they've been told to you. You're always searching for the answer. Then the trading group, you're going to fit right in my trading group. If you felt like an outsider in the regular world, never felt like people understood you, that was me, man. I may look like kind of like the regular guy, but inside, man, I never truly fit in, and I always struggled, and I had to create my own group of people to be a part of because that's how I found myself, right? So if that resonated with you, what I just said, join the Discord, man. Not only do I teach you how to trade, but we have a really good resonance, a high frequency in there, and that's really what separates us from everybody else, okay? It is. So, and remember, man, you can't take everybody with you when you go all the way because not everyone's going to be able to go all the way. So you can't take everybody with you when you go all the way. It's hard. All right. That just is what it is. Wow, it's 12:06. I did not expect time to fly by so amazingly fast. That's amazing. But we're still in this long. Looks like we could continue. Stop losses in position to take gains no matter what. I can't lose the trade. See, you always want to protect the position every single time. Always want to protect the position. And remember, every trade is about the trade. It's not about the money. It's about the trade. If you keep accessing the proper places to get in, eventually you're going to be able to pull the trigger pretty hard. Now, imagine I put 100 grand right there. I'd be up huge right now. Does that mean I had to? No. Right? I'm not greedy. I'm okay with a little bit here and there. And remember, we already made $1,000 today. Like, I want to explain that to you too. Like, this is just an add-on trade. Make sure I don't lose. I don't want to lose what I already made. And then we made, you know, over $4,000 in 2 days now. So we're doing great. That's good. That's great. You know, you keep up with that, and that could end up being almost $12,000 a week, man. So that's awesome. Wow. And this thing just continues to want to moon, even like shoulder, head, shoulder, but no. And they went after the late shorts. You could tell. Everyone thought it was going to be that simple. Oh, yeah, they're going to dump it now. I read the chat, and everyone thought it was going to be so easy to short. And that's another reason why I loaned. I was like, you guys pushed me because I was reading the chat, and a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, I knew they were going to dump it. And I was like, oh. And then I saw us on the 200, and everyone was like, yeah, I knew this was going down. And I was like, oh, they're going to rip this thing back to the upside. And they did. And they did. And it was even a 786 money printer, man. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely nailed it. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ real quick. The nasty NAS, the NQ, baby. Because I can trade anything with this strategy and this. And look at this. I mean, the NQ is about to break out. Let's take a look at this here on BTCC. And remember, if you want to trade BTCC, you could win a Rolex. All you have to do is enter to trade. Sign up right now and enter a few trades. There's no $1,000. There's no $10,000. It's not. You can just enter to win if you trade. So simply register with the invitation code to participate in the trading competition for your chance to be randomly selected. 3 beautiful people are going to get hooked up, man. So look, the NASDAQ looks like it's about to break to the upside. I mean, that could be a nice little bull flag on the smaller time frames too. But the NASDAQ's been in a run ever since it crossed the 200 moving average right there. And then look, the 21 on the 200, the 21 on the 200, the 21 on the 200 moving average. It's beautiful. So if we go to the nasty NAS, and we look at it like, I mean, Bitcoin looks like it's just going to continue on the 1 hour. To me, the daily says that it's going to take over and head. And I think it's, you know, other time frames are going to get kind of disheveled. I truly believe you're going to hold this daily candle at that wick, and we're going to move back to the upside here. Still tight. I got stopped out of break even there. I didn't expect that. Wow, 75,596 now for Bitcoin. And that's a 4 to 5.9 risk to reward ratio on the trade. A little risky, not my usual idea, but you're kind of breaking the neckline of the double bottom. And this could propel us further to the upside. Bitcoin looks crazy, yeah. Pumping. Rolex is going to look great on my wrist. It is, man. You've got it already, bro. You already nailed it. You already nailed it. Sammy makes $3.5 million a year from his trading group. I'm in the wrong business. How do you know? I don't make $3.5 million in my trading. Are you kidding me? I wish. No. That's insane. I don't know why you would think that. That's insane. See, people think things that just aren't true, everyone. They think things about, once you get rich, people are going to think you're way richer than you are, number one. All right? I do not make $3.5 million. That would be amazing. I would love to make $300,000 a month off the trading group. I do not. That's just not true. It's not true. Actually, the number's really small right now because people, you know, it's been a tough time. And a lot of people pay for the year. So I just got to, you know what I mean? And again, it's none of anybody's business what I make off the Discord, to be honest. Because people get jealous and it's not, you don't even want that in your head. You just want to focus on how to help you trade and what I let you do. Because you didn't go live every day for years like I did. So I deserve every single thing that I get in my life. I worked very, very hard for it. And I never took a day off. And I kept myself in top physical condition. And I worked out every morning. And I ate right. And I kept my energy high. And I got a good night's sleep as much as I could when the charts weren't taking me into 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm a businessman. I make money on real estate. I make money on Discord. I make money on anything I put my hands on, man. Yeah. I jumped too early, got scared. Semi, what do I do to get for the 9.9 subscription? You get into the Discord, number one. We also are going to be moving into something pretty big that will carry you over, which is going to be a big deal. Get out of Sammy's pockets and work for your own. Amen, dude. I know. What a weird dude, right? He's sitting there like, I don't even know where he gets this number. And honestly, man, you're spreading lies. Like, that's not a truth. That's a lie. So now you're lying about me, which is kind of weird. All right. Yeah. For the 99, you get into the Discord, okay? You get access to my Discord, which is a video update every single morning and every single night, unless I just give a chart that kind of carries over. My exact trades that I'm taking, when I'm getting in. Like, I made this video, said this is a perfect trade for Bitfunded to get in, and you would have made a massive pump there. I then gave the trade along this a minute ago. That gave a nice pump. All right. On top of that, look at yesterday. Like, I nailed every trade. I made $2,000 in under 10, 15 minutes. And I'm up at 6, 7 in the morning. I go to sleep at like 11, 12. On top of that, we have altcoin charts from all my elite traders, people that I've trained myself that know what's going on. I put altcoins in. We have elite traders. So I do altcoins and Bitcoin, even the NASDAQ, and then low leverage scalps. And then we have the elite traders like Stack McChange, my man Sean, just busting out charts, man, and Badri, man. They're awesome. And they see things before they happen using the exact same strategy that we use. On top of that, I have an entire beautiful place where it's called the content directory, right? Inside here you can ask any question you want, all right? Any question you want inside here and say, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And someone's here to help you, show you something, and teach you the way. Very important. And then the content directory. This is where I've made number one, I tell you when to trade and why, the hours of the overlapping stock markets. This is so important, okay? I teach you about candle bodies, types of candlesticks. And then in here, it's like basically KuCoin, set up your trading tools, trading view shortcuts, how and why to add alerts, Fibonacci, VRVP, stochastics masterclass, candlestick patterns, risk management, how to long and short Bitcoin, support or resistance, tutorial, and retests. You see, and it just goes on and on. Double tops, double bottoms, the diamond pattern explained, measured moves, and why your measured moves aren't accurate, what you need to be doing, the rising wedge, how price action move trend analysis, how to short and long, wedge triangles. And that's all there for free. That's all it's just insane. And then I do a weekly screen share once a week. I did skip because of my birthday last week, but I'm usually there every week. All right. And I give a lot of value, man. I give a lot of value. Like more value than I think anyone's ever gotten in a Discord. So, but again, that's my opinion because it's my Discord, right? There's maybe, and that's it. And I don't know what other people do. I know what I do. And I only charge $99 a month. And if you pay for 2 months, 3 months, it's $270. If you pay for the year, on our Cyber Monday sale, we even drop it down to like $680, man. So we make it very inexpensive, basically less than $68 a month, man, if you jump on in, right, or around there. The Discord is the only notification I get, basically my wake-up alarm. I love it, man. Learn library alone in golden and priceless. Yeah, learning library alone is golden and priceless. Thank you. Yeah, why do we allow... You're funny, man. Testing the 201-minute... No, it's not. It's testing the 21. Oh, testing the 20 on the 1 minute. Well, the 21, yeah. And again, no big deal. This could end up turning into a big flag and pumping to the upside. I do like the way the daily's looking. Why can't I see the lines of TP and stop loss on Bitfunded? You know what I would do is I would go to, when you do that on Bitfunded, that's a good question. I want to ask them that too because it didn't look the same as WEEX. These are great questions, man. Thank you. And keep your questions coming, man, so I can help you guys all. It's new to, I played with it, but I'm still learning everything about it, so. Can someone help me get out of low frequency and take the info Sam is giving away for free daily on this channel? 100%. 100%. Get out of the low frequency. Don't focus on the negative things that could pull you away from the knowledge. Focus on gaining knowledge, and that's going to be your key to success. Everyone, I got to jump out of here. I don't know how it's 12:15. I went so late, but I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll be in the Discord continuing with where we exactly left off and going from there. So we're looking for a bounce here, get tight, and a breakout now, right? We're looking for a breakout, and the breakout would take you the length of the pole. That would be what's called the measured move, and the measured move would take us somewhere to 77,352. So that's kind of the key levels that we're looking for BTC. And you never know, this could even just straight dump. There's a pretty interesting call here out of nowhere. It's not amazing. It could be a lower high, very overbought. You went from the lows to the highs on the RSI, on the stochastics. And now you see the 21 almost curving back down to price. Anyway, I give myself a little break. I'll come back to the charts in 10 or 20 minutes. I'll reassess and I'll have an update for the trading group, right? Everybody, I love you. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, man. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And, yeah. How'd I have high frequency? Live in the moment and stay grateful. 100%, man. 100%. Everyone, thank you so much. Stochastics is curving down. That may kind of pound you there. we'll see. Lower highs, it kind of is a symmetrical triangle. They could break down. So one step at a time, folks. One step at a time. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Hit the links if you want to trade where I trade. Do your thing. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I couldn't be here without you all. I know that for a fact. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, from mine to yours. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. You're not going to be great to start, but you got to start to be great.
You better stop moving. Just like a fire.